Hey YouTube, JC back here. I don't know if you can hear the wind howling outside, but there you go. I'm in the garage right now. I wanted to kind of get through these former blends. So I got that's probably backwards, isn't it? Private Flake on the camera, I mean. Former's Private Flake is what I'm doing today. Smoking it for about 10 or 15 minutes or so, which pretty good so far. The one I had yesterday, I don't remember which one it was. It was like one of the flakes. I don't know, one of the flakes, whatever it was called. One I had yesterday, that was definitely more fruity and, you know, lighter. This one to me, I don't think it's necessarily strong by any means. It doesn't taste like it's got a lot of nicotine to it, but it's got burley in it. So it's a Virginia burley is what this is, no perique. That's the description I had, and it said it had a topping on it. That's the only thing I read on it. Like I said, I haven't watched any reviews on any of these or anything. I kind of wanted to go into it with an open mind. But I mean, you can just see right there how rich the tobacco is. Very rich. It's got a lot going on here as far as flavor goes. Immediately when I first started smoking this, it reminds me of there's this tobacco HU has called Haymaker. I think it's called Haymaker. It's got like hay fields on the front of it. So I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. But I don't know if I ever did review that one, but that's a real good one. But kind of reminds me a little bit of that a little bit, because for just being a Virginia burley, this has a lot of flavor to it, a lot of flavor going on. You get a little bit of that nutty woodiness kind of from the burleys. You kind of get that up front, but it's just a lot of different types of sweetness and stuff. You almost get like an apple-y type of thing in here, in my opinion. You know, it's kind of honey-like sweetness too as well. But you mainly get that when you sip on it really, really slow and retrohale it. You get that honey, apple-y sweetness type of thing going on to it. But like I said, the nuttiness of the burleys just run everything out. But I like it because it's really rich. Like this tobacco right here, it's burning nice and cool, nice and smooth. You know, it's got a lot more body to it, I would say, than the one I had yesterday. The one I had yesterday seemed like it was more of a straight Virginia the way it smoked. Not sure why, but there's a little piece of tobacco here I'm gonna get. It's kind of annoying me. But usually burley tobaccos, you kind of feel them up front. I'm not really feeling anything off this yet. I don't know, everybody's different. Like I said, every tobacco is different. Some stuff hits me real hard and others say it doesn't, so I don't know. Everybody's different, but yeah, I don't know if they added alcohol to this or not, but it's got like an alcohol-y type of vibe too, I think, a little bit. But the reason I say it reminds me of Haymaker a little bit is because they use African and different type of tobaccos in there. It's a Virginia, that one's a Virginia, but they use different types of tobaccos. So you get a lot of different flavors in there you're really not used to. Like the African tobaccos, I don't know if it's the African or what, but it said it had 3 or 4 different types of Virginia in there. And you get like a little bit of spiciness with it too. You get like it's almost like a little cocoa-y richness kind of with it. You know, it's, this tobacco, in my opinion, and this is my first pipe of the day too, so that's kind of helping out. And I haven't eaten dinner yet, so my palate's pretty clean. I ate lunch a while ago. But it's very good. It's very good tobacco. I think I like this more than the other one, to be honest with you. The other one was definitely sweeter, but it was more airy kind of, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of other tobaccos that are vapors I would say I would like more than that one. That one, I mean, if I seen it in front of me, and especially people are saying it's cheaper, you know, it's pretty cheap tobacco for being a European tobacco. I would probably get it, you know, an aged or something like that. But like Solani, is it 633 or 366, whatever one it is, the Virginia, the vapor that Solani does, that one's a lot better than that. As far as going with the sweeter type of vapors, I mean, there's 3 or 4 of them I can just think of that I think would be better than that one. Like I said, this one, it's the only thing I've had close to that Haymaker tobacco. That Haymaker tobacco that HU makes. I was actually going to order more of that, but last year they raised their thing limit. You have to buy $200 worth of stuff to get something from Esterval's, and I have to put together something I would want $200 worth of crap from to get from them. You know, I could just order a bunch of tins of that, but I don't know if I'd be able to smoke all that. I'd have to, you know, round up some other stuff that I wanted from them, which I could do, but I just didn't want to put the money out for that right now specifically. But also too, if you guys have had Haymaker, let me know, because I'm going to do a video of that coming up soon, because I don't think I ever did that one. I think all the HU ones I tried, I don't think I did that one, to be honest with you, not that I can think of. But it's got this type of like spice to it too. It's not necessarily like a cinnamon or nutmeg or anything like that. It's kind of like a Indian-ish type of cooking spice, curry-esque, you know, something like that, like cardamom or something, you know. It's got something like that going on. I don't really get a lot of anise or anything like this. I know a lot of the European flavors, they put anise in a lot of stuff. Not really getting anise in this, but I'm getting a lot of other type of spice going on with it. And they definitely didn't overdo the burley in this, in my opinion. I'm just getting, like I said, I'm just getting, like right there, I got a little bit of that nuttiness going on with it. A little woodiness too, you know, that I usually get from the burleys. That's one reason I don't like real heavy Kentucky's, because that flavor is like intensified in Kentucky's. It's like, that's all I get pretty much. Tastes kind of like pencil shavings to me, to be honest with you. This one doesn't, no, I'm just saying. Trying to slow down. It's really, really good, so I'm smoking it fast. So I'm trying to slow down now. Yeah, it's got like a honey apple vibe going on with it too, honestly, it really does. But yeah, like you get that initially when you're puffing, and then retrohaling you get a lot more flavor, but now that it's sitting on your tongue afterwards, like I said, you get that spice, you know, and that starts to open up on it. But it's got to be that African tobacco, because that Haymaker had the African tobacco in it too, so I'm thinking that's what it's coming up with. I've never had a tobacco with straight African tobacco. I'm pretty sure this 3-piece does. I got some 3-piece sitting here that I got broken up I've been smoking on. This one has, yeah, African, Virginia, and Brazilian burley. That's probably why I like this one so much. But, so, I'll have to check and see who else uses the African Virginias. I want to say, obviously, Dan Tobacco makes this, but I want to say some of the K&K stuff uses the African as well, which I think K&K makes the HU, so it probably does. But yeah, it's pretty complex for just being a Virginia burley. Like you can tell, there's a bunch of different stuff going on in here. I think they use, like I said, I think they use some type of alcohol in this, because I just got it right there pretty strong. I got it there on the retrohale and kind of smelling it too. Yeah. I mean, it's a good one. It's a good one, but sometimes when they put, and I can definitely tell it has alcohol in it, I think, because when they have that alcohol in it, sometimes you get that little bit on your tongue, that little tingle on your tongue, you know? I get it anyways, and that's a lot of times how I can always tell that it's almost like when you're taking a shot, kind of, you get the tingle in the back of your throat. Well, I get it on the tip of my tongue for some reason. But not bad. One thing about the tobaccos with alcohol in them, though, when they age, like the rum flakes and stuff, the Navy flakes, they age really well. But well, I'm gonna sit back and enjoy the rest of this and just contemplate on that. This is JC again. Let me know if you've had this one and what you think.